views from political actors from various political parties on political process, views of labor leaders, and most importantly, your views. Views of the common Nigerian. Tune in to Ebonade 103.5 FM or you join online via mixlr.com/GistFM every Monday and Saturday. What are your political views? Keep a date.
Yes, in as much as the world looks at the democracy of United States of America as the model today, and Britain, Europe, colonized Africa, President Kagame of Rwanda is telling the West they do not possess the monopoly to define what values are. Good afternoon and welcome to Political Views on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. I am Martin Ifanshuku, AKZ. Yes, based on your political views, do you think we have political values? Because Kaigama believes that the belief in ethnicity is a device European used against Africans. That is, the European used it to divide Africa, according to Kaigama. So when you play politics of ethnicity, Kaigama believes you are playing into the hands of the Europeans. Anyway, what are your political views? The one that concerns us the most is the happenings in the Nigerian political space today. Whenever we look at some things that help us understand the kind of politics we are supposed to be playing to our full potential as a people, we get to talk about those kind of things. Like this thing Kagama said, that the Western used ethnicity to divide Africans. So what values are we supposed to uphold politically on the wake of the election, the general election, that is, for the forthcoming general elections? What are we supposed to be doing? Endorsement is the order of the day. A lot of people are wondering if it affects the way Nigerians will vote. The endorsement coming from right, left, and center. The issue of credibility of people who endorse also is in question too. Anyway, before we go any further, let's go for a short break. When we get back, we'll continue on political views on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Don't touch the dial.
LP, forward ever. If I know what you na kama umunam gono doranya people be achala Anambra State apa soto well akatampo iji kwesi matutu doranya to kuzo opo kwaro ni hinta get wana ko oranes o mo apa Anambra State o mo apa lai maka buruburu ka hanu kutani ka aja maka apa korai ka ga na abanirinka owa January 2023 ebo ga rimpo kwambuna Trinity Central Review Onitsha Anambra State takono na takanjo sangono kama ndi ana chobo ndi ana masipe mo chichi nditoro ko ndanya ko na kakeke koja we bana ke monde mmato yeno ka kodo titobi takono no na abanirinka owa January 2023 ena kodo akwa bo chiktebi edochia onora ojeli bo Anambra State na bu coordinator Anambra East and West happy never happy forward ever serena ne na watakere.
Yes, you're welcome back. You're still tuned to Ebon at the 103.5 FM, and the political views is unfolding right now. I remember Martin Efan Shuku AKZ, and what we are looking at right now is basically the endorsement. We also talked about the fact that Paul Kaigama of Rwanda is telling us that the politics or ethnicity is one of the tools Europeans used against the Africans, and it is still in place till date. Yes, the issue of credibility of the people who has also endorsed Atiku Abubakar. A whole lot of endorsements coming from different angles. So we are going to look at the endorsements as well on this edition of Political Views on Ebonade 103.5 FM. But before we go any further, let's bring you up to speed on the recent happenings on the political space in Nigeria today. Thus, political news. The PDP refutes report on Atiku's health. Raymond Dabaxe arrested, released in UK before meeting Atiku. I will bring out jailed insurgents, agitators for dialogue if elected president. P2B. Election. Christian Association of Nigeria urges youth to be courageous, resist vote selling. President Buhari's visit. Yobe declares Monday, Tuesday public holidays. Abiodun warns against beating drums of war. Over 7.28 million registered voters are young, says INEC commissioner. Human Rights Writers Association condemns planned rehabilitation of 613 de-radicalized terrorists. Human Rights Writers Association condemns planned rehabilitation of 613 de-radicalized terrorists. Wike decries lack of appreciation for armed forces. Atiku expresses concern over Edo train station attack. Details now. PDP refutes reports on Atiku's health. The People's Democratic Party has denied media reports that its presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar was in London over health challenges. Senator Dino Melaye, the spokesperson and director of public affairs, PDP Presidential Campaign Management Committee, said this in a statement in Abuja. Disregard the lies of unrepentant lies. Atiku is 100% fit and in super form health-wise. The British government invited the leading presidential candidate Abubakar just like they had invited Bola Tinubu and P2B earlier, Dino said. Some media reports have stated that Abubakar was sick and flown from Dubai, United Arab Emirates to London, United Kingdom for treatment. Raymond Depwase arrested, released in UK before meeting Atiku. Founder of DAR Communication, Raymond Depwase, have been released by police in the United Kingdom on Monday. Depwase, a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), is the founder of African Independent Television and the Repower. He is the Deputy Director General, Technical and Systems of the PDP Presidential Campaign Council. Multiple media reports last Sunday said Dr. was arrested in London. Dr. was reportedly picked up at London Heathrow Airport as he touched down from a connecting flight via Frankfurt on Sunday evening ahead of a meeting with PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar. DAR Communications, however, disclosed that Dr. had been released. Dr. C arrived via Frankfurt from Abuja on a Lufthansa airline flight and was invited off the plane before other passengers were disembarked. DAR Communication said in a statement, Dr. C was delayed at the airport for some hours before his passport was stamped and he was cleared by British immigration officials for entry into the country. He did not disclose the reason for the incident, but explained that Dr. C's visit to the UK is connected to an invitation by the UK government to Atiku to share perspectives on issues around the 2023 presidential elections. Chief Dr. C wishes to thank all their outpour of love, prayers, and support following the news of the incident, and to reassure that he is held and hearty, it said. I will bring out jailed insurgents, agitators for dialogue if elected president, Peter Obi. Presidential candidate of Labour Party, Peter Obi, said he will bring out jailed agitators and insurgents for dialogue if he is elected Nigerian president in the 2023 general election. Obi, a former Anambra State governor and frontline presidential hopeful, stated this on the People's Town Hall on Sunday. The presidential candidate said he will dialogue with separatist groups and insurgents, but insisted that such agitations will continue if the injustice in Nigeria is not addressed. He continued, I will discuss with those who want to discuss. You have to look at what is causing the agitation today. It is issues of injustice, issues where there is no fairness, issues to do with poverty and unemployment and young people not knowing where the next meal will come from, Obi said. I will discuss with everybody, even if you have been jailed, I will bring you out and we will discuss, emphasizing a carrot and stick approach. The former governor, Anambra State, said agitators and insurgents have a reason for their actions that must be addressed. We are in a democratic dispensation. You govern by discussion, you govern by consensus. So I will sit down and discuss with every agitator without the exception of the. We must use carrot and stick. When you start to address these issues and you engage them, he would leverage his experience as Anambra State governor by involving community leaders at all levels in securing their environments in collaboration with regular security agencies. There is no reason we should not have local, state, and federal national policing, he said. Elections. Christian Association of Nigeria urges youths to be courageous, resist vote selling. Christian Association of Nigeria has called on youths to be courageous and resist the temptation to sell their votes in the upcoming general election. Mr. Joseph Daramola, Secretary General, Christian Association of Nigeria Youth Wing, FCT chapter, made the call at a mega youth conference in Abuja on Sunday. He said Nigerian youths were battered psychologically and emotionally, hence, they were itching to do the right things and make sure you do what you need to do and be courageous about it, he said. Damorala said that every political party had the right to choose whoever they wanted as running mate, same faith or not. The only thing as Christians and youth leaders is that we just have to urge our people to go out and vote their conscience. The FCT YOWICAN Secretary General expressed optimism that INEC had assured that all votes would count. Therefore, people should get their PVCs and cast their votes for whoever they felt would move Nigeria forward. Mr. Chike Egolum, chairman, Youth Wing, Christian Association of Nigeria in FCT, said that he supported a balanced ticket. He said Christian Association of Nigeria was against any offer of inducement just to gain their support, adding that the organization was impartial and objective. Egolum stated that politics was not dirty as many people tagged it if people with good hearts participated. He added that if people participated in politics as good Christians and Muslims, the field of politics will be sanitized. Abiodun warns against beating drums of war. Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has urged Nigerians to avoid actions capable of provoking one another that could lead the country to another national conflict. Abiodun gave the charge during a special church service to mark the 2023 Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration held at the Cathedral Church of St. Peter's, Ake, Abeokuta yesterday. The governor specifically urged Nigerians who are fond of beating the drums of war to desist from such actions as the general elections were drawing closer. Let me call on all of us. We must do everything to ensure that we avoid actions that are capable of provoking one another, actions that are capable of leading us to war or any other national conflict. For people constantly beating the drums of war, let us ensure that as we prepare for the 2023 general election, we do not do anything to overheat the polity, he said. Abiodun, while noting that his administration in the last 3.5 years has lowered the political temperature in the state and allowed every political party to go about marketing their franchise, appealed to all Nigerians to participate in the forthcoming general elections. The governor, who also urged the youths in the country to shun all acts of violence and thuggery, urged parents and guardians to ensure that their children and wards are not used as thugs during the elections. Abiodun emphasized that his administration would continue to remember his fallen heroes by giving support to them through the Nigerian Legion. He called on good-spirited individuals and organizations to come to the aid of families left behind by the country's fallen heroes. In his message with the team, Remembrance of Our Giants, Bishop of United African Methodist Church, Ijemo, Abeokuta, the Right Reverend Noah Adekambi Olabisi, described January 15 as a date set aside to remember the great men and women who died defending the territorial integrity of the country. Adekambi, while commending the sacrifices of the fallen heroes as one that had helped to make the country stronger, made a case for the families he left behind, saying the families would need the prayers, financial, and material support of the people of the country. The next story we have for you is over 7.28 million registered voters are young, says INEC commissioner. The Independent National Electoral Commission has disclosed that the youth population constitutes the greatest number of registered voters for the 2023 general elections in Nigeria. Speaking at a workshop organized by INEC in Oka at the weekend with the team, Zonal Engagement with Youth Focused Groups ahead of the 2023 general elections, the National Commissioner, Information and Voter Education Committee, Festus Okoye, explained that analysis of registered voters from June 28 to 2021 to July 31st, 2022 by INEC indicates dominance of young voters, stressing that the youth have numerical potentials to drive the electoral process to decide election contests. Noting that Nigeria is a country with a growing youth population, Okoye stated, of more than 9.5 million Nigerians who completed their registration process, 7.28 million or 76% of new registrants who are within 18 to 34 years of age are young people. Similarly, the youth constitute 51% of 84 million Nigerians who registered for 2019 general elections. The young men and women with these statistics constitute a critical mass whose participation in public life vis-a-vis electoral space cannot be ignored. Okoye noted that since the demography of Nigeria has changed and youth constitute a formidable block of this demography, politically engaged and conscious youth must assist others with large deposition of to national issues to become more focused. He regretted that some youths are involved in election violence and election-related malfeasance, insisting that election violence comes with a great socio-economic and political cost to the nation, as well as the lives and future of the youths. Okoye also said that the 2023 general election will be technologically driven since current Electoral Act 2022 has comprehensively incorporated the use of technology in the electoral process. He said, let me emphasize that the use of bimodal voters accreditation system for accreditation for voters is mandatory. Meanwhile, as INEC continued with distribution of permanent voters card to registered voters, the All Progressive Grand Alliance candidate for Onitsha North Constituency 1 in Anambra State House of Assembly, where Zenwara has urged Nigerians, especially youth, to ensure they collect their PVCs in their respective wards. Atiku expresses concern over Edo train station attack. Presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party and former Vice President of Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar, has expressed concern over the recent attack on a train station in Ibueben local government area of Edo State, during which armed men kidnapped and undermined number of people. On Sunday, a press release released by his media advisor Paul Ibe noted that the unfortunate incident is the latest in a long condemnable line of security breaches previously unseen in our national history. While commiserating with victims of the attack and their families, the presidential candidate said, "The thoughts of my family and I are with the abducted and their families as we pray for their safe return." He remarked further that while we pray, it is important to also point out that this service as the latest reminder this serves as the latest reminder of the urgent need to reform our security architecture to better safeguard the lives and properties of the Nigerian citizens. The former vice president enunciated means through which national security could be enhanced to including amending our constitution to allow for state and community policing as a first line of security. He also noted that Nigeria's security apparatus must pay a greater premium to intelligence gathering and crime prevention than our current reactive approach. It is unacceptable for terrorists to plan attack of this nation, mobilize arms and ammunition, secure funding, and move large numbers of people across large spaces without detection by the security agencies, he said. He noted the use of technology towards tracking these terrorists and degrading their existing capacity to attack our people across the country. The PDP presidential candidate advocated applying the diplomatic pressures needed to stem the free flow of light arms and assault weapons across the West African sub-region and through our borders. By doing this, we will severely restrict the capacity for terrorists to rearm themselves to execute attacks. Atiku said these policies proposals should be followed by greatly reducing the number of out-of-school children on our streets and improving the economy to create jobs for vast numbers of unemployed Nigerians, thereby reducing the pool from which these terrorists recruit people for their nefarious activities. According to him, I believe these actions will go a long way towards reducing incidents of insecurity and providing the secure environment needed for economic growth. He noted that he shall commit to implementing these initiatives if Nigerians trust him with their mandate and elect him as president at the election next month. Yes, there you have it. The issues of endorsement remains the major issues on the front burner in the Nigerian political space today. But in all of the stories we have looked at today, the one that interests me most is I will bring out jailed insurgents, agitators for dialogue if elected president Peter Obi. And this goes a long way to describe some of the things we have been talking on this particular on this program, political views on Ebona Ade 103.5 FM. It goes a long way to explain some of the things that we've been talking about the forthcoming elections and why we must participate as a people, participate massively as a people. And as the endorsement goes, a lot of people are trying to say that President, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, as an elder statesman, is not supposed to endorse a particular person. What is your take on all of the things that we are talking about now? What are your political views? And what values are we supposed to have politically in order to guide ourselves as a people, to, form ourselves to become to get to our full potential as a people? What is like those values that we are supposed to adopt in our political practices that will enable us, to get to our full potential? And that said, you remember that as we are talking about this, the forthcoming election, what do you think, about the forthcoming election? With all that is unfolding now, what are your take on all of this? So the numbers to call to become part of this conversation: 080 96 66 1035. What are your political views? Yes, the program is basically meant for people who are grounded politically. What do you think? Based on what the president of Rwanda is even saying about ethnicity in Africa, the fact that it is even a tool devised or designed by the Westerners to divide Africans the more, and the fact that, okay, if someone is playing politics of ethnicity, the person is playing into the hands of the Europeans. What are your take on all of this? Hello? Yeah, good evening, my brother. Your name and location, please.
Frank from Israel.
Please go on.
I want to support you in this
Okay.
issue of the
Okay.
when you said, let me say, campaign promise
Mm.
of Indian housing presidents and legislators.
Yeah.
I would say that it's very important if he does that. If he has won, or if he has won.
Mm.
So the insurgents have no reason to, terminate lots of people.
Okay.
I don't see anything that is taken for. This is like absolutely, and maybe people from the southwest
Mm.
are taking for maybe their own republic.
Okay.
You have a good case.
Mm.
But these soldiers, I don't think there is any reasonable that is taking for. It's
Okay.
not maybe Islamization agenda. So if, for example, Peter had already won, Peter had already those days he win. I would advise that he will be very careful in the area of bringing out insurgents, new projects, along with that. So there's nothing that is taking for.
Okay.
It's not to make Nigeria an Islamic state.
Okay.
So
Now,
I support it. I'm hearing you.
okay, yes, as he's saying is, whoever wins, what are those challenges the person is going to face as a president in order to even bring this thing about? Because there's a reason why many people are looking at it as impossible. Whenever we're talking about it, saying that the election is also a means by which we can affect what we want as a people, even the issue we are clamoring for as a people. Even the issue of Nnamdi Kanu coming out from being held, being that, okay, it is the court already have declared him, has said he should go. So, in all of this, what challenges do you think the person is going to face, even with all this development? Whoever that wins.
I don't think that there's any challenge there.
Okay.
It's not a right political way.
Okay.
For example, the court had already given order. And the power of religion. So if, for example, the court has not given order for the religion, the court has not justified it, that is where there will be challenge.
Okay.
By doing that, one is doing contrary to the law.
Okay.
So this is a situation where not only Nigerian courts, the international community are giving order for the release of this young man.
Okay.
The Nigerian government still holds him there. I don't think anybody in anything coming president trying to release him.
Okay.
There's no challenge, there's just obeying constitution.
Okay.
Unlike this present administration that is known for obedience to court injunction, they are known for that.
Okay.
If anybody maybe like this to be God, comes to power, who be saying because they are able man. What are the intention for the release?
Okay.
There's no challenge there. I don't think they have challenge. There's no difficulty in bringing out because the court has already given that mandate. So as I was saying before, bringing out all the I think that we don't have any challenge. Now wants to put out. After all, he has been releasing his people. All this Boko Haram, the so-called repentant Boko Haram, who will release and they still are not being shown as Nigerian military, who have been challenging him. There's no challenge in bringing any president within Boko Haram. That is it's just a political way.
Okay. Okay. So Abiodun is also giving Nigerians warning about beating drums of war, that we should not do things that will anger each other. So what is your take on that one too?
Actually, I've not seen it happening at this political time now. Not many politicians in the political war.
Okay.
Just in village.
Okay.
As it is now. All the frontline politicians, they have been minding their business. So some of them, they criticize other judicial appearance. I don't see that as beating any war
drums. Okay. But when they start it now, what about their supporters who might now enforce it, being that okay, they heard their principals saying things against other principals, and then they want to take actions in order to prove that they are true supporters.
It is not good for our
policy.
Not good for our
politics as well.
It's not good at all.
Okay.
But I think Nigerians are getting wiser, unlike before.
Okay.
Because before, maybe that this time you have been hearing about people, you hear that two political parties confront each other in still place, hearing about how many people burning cars and all that.
Okay.
So I come to understand that these politicians are using them.
Okay.
I want to thank God for our youth, no longer before. Maybe when they give them little money, they begin to carry arms and begin to destroy one another. No longer like before. I don't think that there will be fear of that. And especially this time around that there's actually this river of the thing will work. So there's no more ground for carrying of ballot box, what have you. So this time around there will not be anything like violence. So anybody calling on youth not to, or decision not to give political drums, maybe I see something like that somewhere.
Okay, around
here. We don't see this time around.
Okay. Anyhow, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thank you so much. Yes, so it is still political views on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. What are your political views? Looking at it, the last caller said a whole lot of things that he believes in. He believes that the violence is not there. What is your take? Do you think that Nigerian youths are getting violent about the policy, or like the politics, or the political system in Nigeria today? Let's hear from you. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Your name and location. Okay, please. Gabaniru.
Pasatara kunde politics. Tinubu, Matuko, ana m achọ ime ka ha ghọtagasị na mmadụ anaghị agwara ka ya bụrụ okenye. Ghọtago? Ịmara ihe nna kacha eti aka n'arịa mana ọ ka ga-eburu okenye. Enweghị ihe m fụrụ eji
win are going to give you. Forget about whether you win or there's no win. What you have to be speaking is that now the court has given the order. There should be the order obeyed before the election, not to tell people that when you enter, that is it's a wrong statement. Does it mean that court is not working or what? Court has given order to release this young man and take him free. It's an innocent man. And
But-
they are telling people that when you become a power, all the educators and users and whatever, you are going to make it to the normal. What does that mean? Are you trying to use some people to do a campaign or whatever?
Okay.
Yeah?
Well, but you heard the last caller when he said that it is okay if that is done, and nobody will challenge him when they do that. And this current administration, is known for disobeying court orders according to him.
Everybody,
What he said.
everybody on his own opinion.
Mm.
Everybody has his own opinion.
Okay.
I am taking my own position. Court must obey the order
Okay.
before the election. Agitations have been for a long, not today. Nnamdi is agitator. I thought the bunch was agitator. Within the society that this agitator started talking about this was the three major tribes in this country. All of them are agitated, including the Fulani, they are agitated for Islamic State, which their president will punish them before they enter power, which is problem between him and Shakao. Islamic State. Where is he going to stand?
We are not. We can't state that one completely because we don't know if they had such meeting. This one is still a speculation, but continue.
The tend to be empowered to rule Nigeria. I am not against whoever wants to rule Nigeria. What I am saying, you have the power. Tell the government, look at this. Those who want to be on their own perspective and those who want to believe in Nigeria. And those who want to live the country on their own free, for them to go on their own perspective. And those who want to be in Nigeria.
Okay. Network is messing with you. Please call back. 08096661035. When you call, you look at the issue as well. The issue of the fact that Abiodun warns against beating drums of war. You think that some Nigerians are beating drums of war already? And if you think so, what is your take on all of this? Or if you don't think so, still, what is your take on this? It's still political views on Ebona, the 103.5 FM, 08096661035. How grounded are you politically in Nigeria? What is your take on all of this that is going on? Yes, remember that if you're having issue connecting with the line, you can as well send SMS or WhatsApp message to the number 08096661035. Remember that we're also talking about Raymond Dex's arrest, released in UK before meeting Atiku. What is that about, really? We are looking at a whole lot of issues. The fact that Atiku also expressed concern over Edo train station. He's talking about the fact that it is appalling that terrorists will make moves, move arms and everything, then move a lot of people at the same time without our security agencies detecting those movements in the first place. He's talking about intelligence being applied in what we do, even in the security area. Let's hear from you. 08096661035. What is your take politically today? What are your views? Do you agree with Kaigama, who said that ethnicity is also a tool that is being used by Europeans, to constrain Africans? Do you think it is so? We're also looking at the issue of over 7.28 million registered voters are young, says INEC commissioner. Do you think that this is like a game changer for elections in Nigeria today? What is your take politically? 08096661035. Let's hear from you. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. Yes, evening.
Yeah.
Your name and
My
location?
name is Romanus. My name is Romanus, calling from Obidi.
Please go on, Romanus.
Okay. Based on one I was able to do. Okay, ma, because no, when people mad with that, people on their manifest who get to UEFA. For instance, this is of a thing. Yes, I need to live now. Saying well or anything with their God. But now, what for? Malum, people in paper. Yes. My husband was also for agitator because also sort of agitator because the fire because men no south east and southwest or southern Nigeria and my state mainly. Or one of those in my state. But finally we can when those things are someone it's upon or global area can really carry no agitation controversy. Because all you really need to do one or you do against the nation. Nkaga also the one about maka endorsement.
Okay. President Olusegun Obasanjo.
Yes. All I've been surprised, guys, this in a PDP and the and the supporters of the state of opportunity and that's me because of all the time Obasanjo is over endorsement. I tell you on a country and bomb here as well. The same thing goes to Jonathan. The same thing goes to Buhari. And even Atiku after Kauchuno media. I had him turn off because of people because you were Atiku endorsed in the last election. Because you're in fact, normally for you because no, gonna the two that is Obasanjo Buhari na Atiku. Now later we just put you later. Now I am surprised can just say that for that. Or this kind that means Obasanjo be first.
Okay.
All the people on the mental things. But yes, we take it up a disaster. I was surprised.
Yeah, a lot of
Obasanjo in Mexico again does.
Okay.
I think it's very good from there before Obasanjo. You do just say that Obasanjo endorsed.
Pandef.
Pandef endorsed. And many other people. Whatever. I think surprised because I thought it's not the worst place. Then why are they crying over that? And having to explain life over
that.
They want the worst place. Instead of them to go and start with justice.
But from your perspective, or Obasanjo will also vote last. When he feel endorsement in this time.
Okay. Yes, exactly. Who will vote? But who will that article? Politically things so what? She must have waited just plan and you for that one vote.
Okay.
I think the same thing. Now, those people just you'll be for the same as them. I isn't one in the investment is the worthless. When you have an hour.
Okay.
When you have a one night when you could na also that no only whether for school way between weekends. But now government is not I want to tell you that obeying of a rule of law na this government. You know, when I say mayor in your order, you really like then I would get for some blood was no any what to get for president come here. How people know you know order. Then the option new now you don't have any other option than to vote in government that you obey the rule of law.
Okay.
So obey that court order. You know, the first scholar when they challenge it
okay.
All because of injustice and the people who react about that agitation. All injustice and false agitation. This kind of injustice. And then release the Boko Haram in thousands. I don't know our repentant Boko Haram. Who are among the first to repent to go. Boko Haram still the three women. I said about their repentant Boko Haram. And then it's released by thousands. They put in the whole Nigeria. But only couple the charge of free to Akalafia. If we are going to know injustice, and the only way I get correct we vote. Only this that is only when that political will. Only that honest. Only about Manuna, rule of law, for part of Guinea. No, right. That's all it says, don't be people see me. No, go on, it's shop. In America. Only that I can say, in court, you also making it to you pay. Oh, you are in Nigeria. Oh, you are instead of equality. Over Nigeria now, my Korean in my state.
Mobile 80 and a constitution. Mobile not in a constitution last.
More than at the constitution,
Okay.
only my first year, because we get you cook it in a constitution.
Okay.
Only I did or because India, they have followed it is such a thing a constitution.
Okay.
Because in the court order obey. Of course, we go respect for human rights.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. One. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. So. Political views on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. It is unfolding. What is your take politically? Looking at the political space in Nigeria today, what is your take? How are we supposed to go about these political activities in the first place? Let's hear from you. Hello. Yeah, good evening. Okay, you're back. Continue. Okay.
Somebody for before, now say that normally they got easily can. You have to see the work standard because sometimes, although you have personal hatred of somebody, because of the person of people you are talking to my people, you are talking to my topic. Sometimes every time you hear about that, somebody, particular person, you are right, we are not now. There are people as a civilian, just like that person talking. I'm not talking of somebody that just called now. The other person, people it's not empower yet. You understand? So one right is yourself, we're going to call people, not with your website. But one, you need to get it to analytical.
Okay.
So those are people, people, the way you're going where is the work analytical now. I can thank God for the last caller. So when you go to somebody then you'll be able to, begin to negotiate about your obeying cost injection that has been delayed. So every time you want the other, I will rise and talk. Sometimes I was saying the other time, one morning, at one station, I was saying I think you need to wait until 2031.
Yeah.
I think you'll be here. And after I hear the first people, you think, okay, now, you are right, you are actually. How about you hiding on that place? You need to use your right to you want. How are we going? It's unnecessary.
Okay.
It's more right you really bring to you for the hour. It's now. It's something. It's not just from power. So it's the person to one other to either pay or actually the vote.
Yeah, remove sentiments from their input or whatever they are talking about. They remove sentiments from it. Okay. Then you cannot commit. Okay.
Now, political ambition because of land kind of. Even if probably it's not possible, the man sitting over there is following with their policy.
Okay.
So it brings him out. Except him on any other person. So only to come out behind it.
Okay. Anyhow, Achom Kiti Kwano Nanka before over 7.28 million registered voters are young people, says INEC commissioner. I feel in now you changes now the kind of election I get this time.
It depends on individual. But my man believes because actually this time around we believe that youth have now awakened.
Okay.
You understand? Even at the whole youth, you can't their vote right. I think I will tell you.
Okay.
But even as people now begin to be like you used to be. When we continue as the youth, when we can say that now I have flown you in Kenya.
Okay.
Now I have flown you for his section. That's the way we still have problems.
Okay.
But the youth will now be able to, have their vote on the man they know or people know that is going to do things in Nigeria. And that is where we have hope.
Okay.
But all our people, even if they have voter card, it's still lying on them not to failure because learning now, people buying CDC. Even as they need. Understand? We will not begin to rejoice because it is a majority of the registered voters. But until we see.
Okay.
So thank God that it is a majority, but they will still want them to put their life.
Okay. Anyhow,
I think that is just what I have to say.
okay. Thank you so much for joining us again. Thank you. Yes, it is political views on Ebona Day 103.5 FM. It is happening. What is your take politically? What do you see in all of this? We are talking about over 7.28 million registered voters, young people, says INEC commissioner. Let's hear from you. What is your take? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, Odina from Nnewi.
Welcome back.
Meta.
Yes, my brother.
You hear Maduma normally. Take the campaign. The man I think will be there like and when the power, you don't even land the car. Make sure you use his position to do campaign. That's the simple truth.
Okay, are you saying? Are you saying that everybody now they want power to release? Even Article 2 does not have that power to release in the kind of.
People who are they should not go to reach for campaign. That is my stand.
They are not in power now. They are not in power. They are not in power to take it over.
So let's do a campaign. Don't forget but then we look for another thing to do their campaign. And let us see how it's going to be. Don't come to know that when you let it be that you're going to suffer yourself. But you don't have the power now. But you want to, but you have the power to use it to your campaign. Who are you fooling?
No, it's not.
Now, this young man now, when you see an under Nigeria, sometimes they do.
Okay.
That now Igbo politicians, the one now working no longer.
It is still all speculations. All conspiracy theories.
How much interest? You know, your person to go to I don't know no only at on the Mboku, this is an animal over that of another buffalo. Even we can 100 billion. Yes, they get against why out the number one. Well, they get to Panahawa with the problem. You know what that's that is ongoing the problem of your brother. You have over any man for that group. And I'm a joke. If you're for Yan Abana, I don't want to sit at home. 100 days, not 20 days. If you don't answer how you your fire one and block of money, and then you go to the land, they can never talk
the issue of our IPOB. The issue of IPOB was something I get treated differently on a different day. I never any henny in a honey, woman kuche mofoni, man Simon, I had
everything about okay. Nigerian president, Igbo pretend they were going to enjoy for him to be against the young man. They were just up for the only to put the minute we took my wife. Yes, I want to have my son or son. I had your fool on an over that. Or I said, look, come and explain to us. I don't want to have to generally go over we have your wife.
And if you know when you to add in IPOB, got just a banquet, while a banquet.
You're not going to talk about
still speculation. Or speculation can speculate. All speculation.
Our target is wanted. Our target is on monitoring everybody. So that it can happen. I put the other one at this time around.
Okay. Anyhow, thank you for joining us this evening. It is still conspiracy theory, all of them, you know, all of the things you're talking about, basically. So, and the other one is because you don't know all the things, the accusations you are laying, you don't even have any evidence for them. But it is still political views on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. What we are here to do is to see your views. What is your take on the happenings in the political space in Nigeria this evening? Let's hear from you. Hello. Now, please call back 08096661035. Political views unfolding. What is your take? Yes, let's hear from you. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, thank you.
Your name and location?
I'm Martin Polo.
Your name?
My name is Joseph.
Please go on, Joseph.
Yes. My papa is, some people are talking about this top political representatives. I mean, like the people
Atiku and the rest of
them. Atiku and the But this nomination, you know, this our elder statesman who has endorsed the people. Some people are saying the man should be only one vote.
Yeah, so, but some people are saying that because he's an elder statesman, that he's not supposed to endorse just one person, that he's supposed to stay neutral. Do you think so?
No, the man started one since 1979.
After a long time, when he succeeded Mustafa Mohammed, and then he organized and he set out the political system structure and the Shagari after the election.
Okay.
He maintained the party. Then after all this, he still come back. He said, as a statesman, you know, this is behind us.
Okay.
And we are confident that he knows why
Okay.
we do this.
Okay.
And we know that we all need to change. We need a change.
Okay.
So for this reason, we are expecting that Mr. B must excel.
Okay.
And this about this 7 million youth.
Okay.
This is important development.
Okay.
And it's because now the youth have known their mistakes. The youth have known their mistakes. They are trying to give a fair vote in this time.
Okay.
So, and INEC has told us that they are trying to give us free and fair election. If we give us free and fair election, we have hope that when we vote with our motive and vision, we must succeed to elect our future expected president. Thank you, sir.
Okay, please, before you go, still talking about, endorsements now. Atoeze also endorsed Atiku. What is your take on that one too?
Yes. Atoeze is a political big win.
Okay.
And we know his manipulations. He wants where he will enrich himself. And that's a personal idea. Nobody will expect APC to come to power in this nation.
Okay. Anyhow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us this evening. That's your take. Thank you so much for joining us. It's still Political Views on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. What is your take in all of this? What is your take basically politically? What is going on in Nigeria in the political space today? What is your take? Let's hear from you. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, your name and location.
Benedict calling from Treasury.
Please go on, Benedict.
People, I want much to say this. When it comes to labor, this is a program, Maluma.
Thank you.
So you could like a particular person make discourage other people from listening to this program.
Okay.
Every time a matter or not, just matter come out of point, you just cut that person off. And you guys suggest you make it a program, we just make up one one. Or yes, other people, but one because so many people are not interested in this program. Another position for you. Or what I something, or something. It's only so many people off.
Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for your observation. It's wonderful. I like your observation. And the thing is, everybody have rights to their opinion. If he calls again and starts, I have to take the call. The only thing is in the conversation, I will try to correct him and tell him this and this is what you're supposed to be doing. But at the end of the day, it is still political views. Everybody have their own views. It is diverse, and then we have to be, we have to learn a way to accommodate the next person, even with their own diverse opinion. Even when their opinion is against what we believe in, we'll still have to learn to accommodate such people around us, because everybody will still have their opinion still, that is how it is going. That is how it is unfolding. What is your take in the political space in Nigeria today? The numbers you will call to become part of this conversation: 08096661035. What is your take politically? Let's hear from you. Hello. Oh, please call back 08096661035. You can as well send SMS or WhatsApp messages to the same number: 08096661035. Hello, let's hear from you. Hello. Yeah, good evening.
Hello, Romanus, I call back.
Please.
Even if we see him more than one time.
Okay.
No, only 4 months, because you know someone online.
Okay.
Because you don't know how to make up, and I told you more than 4 months. So you 4 months, you have to put your people of 4 hours this way. There were a lot of people take for.
Okay. To call Lucy Abata. Sometimes, let me explain it. Sometimes you might, about network we can allow a particular person or might allow one the next person you have. So do I go see the man call over time for kind now. That's the thing. So but keep calls coming, keep it coming. Once it comes in, I'll pick them. and then we get to have this conversation that is very important for our politics, what is going on today in the political space in Nigeria. Let's hear from you. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Chibeza from Hausa.
Well, please go on, Chibeza.
Okay. It was about
Okay.
And the Bible requesting as ear tasted word, so a mouth tasted food.
Okay.
Oh, what about more than you make a word that I to do that. About find your to be endorsed. Then other not panic. Then some people say now South Africa with one vote. I want to give an example of a pastor.
Okay.
Maybe I don't know now. Now I'm not supposed to people this so far as now will follow up.
Okay.
Who are loyal to that pastor. And mark me at the end of the day now. Even into a double that near the Oyahan and dog now about Kajuma and people being dog. I'm going to take an apple in the Atikon and the Tulubu and they are panicking. So I will a great role. Then can't wear this. I issue of again I done between Samarapa and the Japan Co.
Okay.
Now, after you see a doctor, other things to request.
Okay.
Okay, I go on here. Now, then it got that they no explain that now I got the water. Let them go and find out.
Okay.
It makes us to complain. Forget about it. Then the end of the inquiry to go and make the inquiry. The answer that yes now, in the moment of peace, no smoke without fire.
Yes. Okay. Anyhow, the fact that Obasanjo endorsed some people in Nigeria, even endorsement and we can blow godfatherism in some kind of disguised way. Okay,
then I thought my is concerned. Godfather is in the play a great role.
Okay.
So for his sake, was a role of the Martin Electric. The endorsed under from Labour Party. Man, because now Deboma with a connection with Abuja and this man after Janko. At the end, Deboma conquer his mentor.
Okay.
But apart from that, Obiano endorsed Soludo.
Okay.
It was a business.
Okay.
We will not bring a state governor may endorse. Mr. Luze, sort of a Martin Electric.
Okay.
I get me. So, other than about that job, when people be endorsed. After this, obviously, other bottle, and I need to put a little bit to be like that.
Okay. Okay.
And that's why others are panicking. And remember that now, Tunumbu got even as people check now, that was the freedom with the Babanjo. Maka one vote, because when I spend the money, I won't vote.
Okay. Okay.
If you tell me about the electricity vote, but if you vote,
okay. Okay. Then, P2BC, I will bring out jailed insurgents, agitators for dialogue if elected president.
Okay. Listen very well. I think as a man, this agitation now, after the far, I define it.
Okay.
As I go far, and believe it or not, Southeast, I go far, I did the agitation now. Now, how now o make you win you whosoever. I think of you. I think
hello.
Signal.
Okay.
I don't have to now. People do the conflict, not so quick. Now, I know the way dialogue. Come on, this guy do expect now. I know not from my treatment. Take do expect. Without my treatment, I think was something like in Americano. It's a simple truth.
Okay.
Then the starting governor saying, I never could. When of them put up, I come out the water. When of them could any. But because that now, they were element of truth. I'll put yourself now. Not I can't That's it.
Okay. Anyway, okay, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Thank you. It is still Political Views on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. What is your take politically? And the numbers you call to become part of the conversation, 08096661035. Yes, let's hear from you. What is your political view? Let's hear from you. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. Please, Gabaniru. P2B. Okay. 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 I will bring out jailed insurgents, agitators for dialogue if elected president. Okay.
On a round table, Ganano, I think that anywhere they were,
okay. And Atiku na even attack na Edo train station. Now, as Nigeria, now he had them off our security agents had them off then kind of investigative things again attract and the mele head to anwa. He will kuna nka hoku. Okay. One, thank you so much for joining us this time. Thank you so much. Yes, it's Political Views on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. What is your take on all that is going on in the political space in Nigeria today? It is important that we talk about these things. It concerns us all. Let's hear from you. Hello.
Hello,
yes, good evening. It is Martin, Ebona 103.5 FM. Political Views. What is your take politically? Your name and location. Okay, please go on. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Monisha.
Go on.
Okay, it's a welcome development.
Okay.
For the endorsement of Obasanjo made it will be.
Okay.
Here and there, they are calling me Anako. Endorse. I put no one man vote. Obasanjo have fun. Even in the industry of Baland, Obasanjo will fund and then here, my boys here, my men this year.
Okay.
And never Obasanjo and the Ayahu.
Okay.
Obasanjo, I would not. And another statement now with this contract on here. So many things naming no good about I continue. We are in the old men are perfect. And if got a guy in the him so for that people somebody way you know the known Nigeria called them.
Okay. So because no go that statement na cage we na say na okwesili endorse phone you no kwesili the neutral. He nwe kwukwa.
Okay. I got to have okay.
But often here that the whole nation no Peter Big or the name those. What people got there? We come on about social process and then go so far for you. And when you're for women goes, when you're for the so the I don't know. I mean, to what our people did teacher, but I number state time on me. No more of my although maybe allow can never because we go back to the way I got to see. Where I hear good road and where good water, where good water, with no good school or no security. If we didn't game over there or now those things. For me, I have a number, but that's why they could.
Yes,
so I am a good and down. So when I hear I am in any level of TV here that day.
So I seen on YouTube 7.28 million registered youths can win this election. So if you I get one difference in here was election in Ghana.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
Why not? The people over the Ghana go to what they go so.
Okay. Yeah, to have a purpose. Anyhow, thank you so much. Okay, continue.
The issue of non-the
okay.
More how IPS member. Although here that give a guy one chance actually votes. More fit to votes.
No one about jail the insurgents, agitators for dialogue. In
a good health.
Okay.
Kind of on. Now not to be that short we negotiate you about die so hand at all there from where I but she may not do anything. All of them must stand as always.
But thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us at this hour. Thank you. Yes, it is still political views on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. You know, everybody with their diverse views. What is your own view? Let's hear from you. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, your name and location.
I've been very happy to get you. My name is Mr. Chukwuka.
Okay. Where are you calling us from? Hello?
Not.
Okay, please go on, Chukwuka.
I want to speak basically on this security intelligence.
Okay.
When you go as a security personnel, I think we're coming up to the earth to tell the world that the security agency in Nigeria are not. People will come, make their way with a group of people with corporate of intelligence, and the people, all of us know that he was once in the line, in the power, in the house of power, not even corridor of power.
Okay.
Being the vice
president
of Nigeria. What does he has to do? Let me tell you, Atiku is the first suspect.
Wow.
There is what you call security agitator breach.
Okay.
With some political gladiators, we arrange some talks or some men and disrupt the peace of the good citizens. In order to know the current power,